Buckle up because the world of Formula One is moving at breakneck speed, and we are breaking it all down for you today. First up, we dive into the paddock rumors as McLaren Racing CEO Zak Brown drops a bombshell about the future of Christian Horner. Brown says he would be absolutely shocked if the former Red Bull team principal stays away from the grid for long, and he is already buzzing with speculation about where Horner might land next.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next, we shift gears to the future of motorsport with the incredible journey of Mathilda Paatz. At just 17 years old, this Aston Martin Aramco Formula One team prodigy is officially carving out her place in the F1 Academy. She is proving that hard work and dedication pay off as she balances testing at Silverstone and preparing for the upcoming Canadian Grand Prix with a mission to inspire the next generation of female drivers. Meanwhile, the team at Haas is making the absolute most of the unexpected April break in the calendar. We caught up with their head of car, engineering Hoji Nid, to find out exactly how the squad is utilizing this rare window to refine their performance. They are focused on everything from gearbox stiffness testing to building out their spare chassis as they look to maintain their impressive fourth place, standing in the team's championship when racing returns in May. Finally, if you are heading to the Miami Grand Prix, you need to know where to be when the engines stop roaring. We have the ultimate guide to the best off-track events from the McLaren waterfront takeover in Coconut Grove to star-studded watch parties at Delilah, and exclusive driver meet and greets across the city. Make sure you are in the middle of all the action, and do not miss a second of our coverage, so smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for all the latest updates. Ever wonder what happens when a titan of Formula One suddenly finds themselves on the outside looking in? Well, you aren't the only one. McLaren CEO Zak Brown recently dropped a bombshell, admitting he'd be absolutely shocked if we don't see Christian Horner make a dramatic return to the paddock sooner rather than later. For 2 decades, Horner wasn't just leading Red Bull, he was defining an era, racking up 6 drivers and 8 constructors' titles in the process. But as we've seen, the landscape at Milton Keynes shifted drastically, from leadership transitions to the departure of heavy hitters like Adrian Newey and the high-profile internal drama that dominated headlines for months. Now, the paddock whisper mill is churning, with rumors linking Horner to everything from a potential ownership stake at Alpine to a complete management comeback elsewhere. Brown, clearly a fan of Horner's great operator pedigree, believes a figure of that caliber is just too influential to stay sidelined for long. It's a fascinating take, especially considering the current arms race for talent. And speaking of talent poaching, have you heard about the latest move? Gianpiero Lambiase, yes, Max Verstappen's own race engineer, is heading to Woking to join McLaren. It's a massive play for the Papaya squad. Brown is essentially offloading some of the heavy lifting from Andrea Stella's plate, bringing in GP to serve as chief racing officer by 2028. It's clear McLaren is playing the long game here, building a structure designed to outlast the competition. So, what do you think? Is Horner's F1 story truly finished, or is this just the calm before his next big move? Drop your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more insider takes on the future of racing. After all, in F1, the only thing more certain than speed is the fact that nothing stays the same for long. Imagine spending your entire childhood trackside, watching your father battle it out on the legendary Nürburgring. For most, that's just a cool memory, but for Mathilda Paatz, it was the start of a destiny. Today, she's not just watching, she's driving, representing the Aston Martin Aramco Formula One team in F1 Academy, and proving that the path to the top is paved with grit, gas, and a whole lot of ambition. It hasn't always been a straight line to the cockpit for the 17-year-old German driver. In fact, she started out as a ski racer. But 5 years ago, she hung up the skis to fully commit to the asphalt. Fast forward to now, and she's part of the elite Aston Martin Driver Academy. She told the team at Females in Motorsport that picking Aston Martin was an instant gut feeling. She felt at home, supported, and challenged in all the right ways. It's not just about the driving, either. They're developing her media presence, her mental game, and her physical fitness, the kind of holistic support that transforms a driver into a champion. One of the coolest parts of her journey, her relationship with mentor and F1 veteran Jessica Hawkins. It's that perfect mix of friendship and professional guidance that makes the grueling nature of motorsport feel a little more manageable. Mathilda isn't just grinding on the track. She's balancing her F1 Academy commitments with the F4 CEZ Championship, driving for her own family's team, Mathilda Racing. Talk about keeping it in the family business. Beyond the engine noise, Mathilda is embracing the changing face of the sport. Through partnerships with brands like ELEMIS, she's showing that motorsport is shifting to include the female perspective, creating a space where skincare and high-speed racing actually go hand in hand. It's a sign of the times, and it's a refreshing one. But the real impact is the legacy she's building for the next generation. Mathilda admits that she used to be the one looking up at the heroes, but now she's the hero. When she sees the eyes of younger girls light up, it's clear the barrier is breaking. Her advice: don't let the tough days drag you down. Persevere, stay dedicated, and above all, believe in yourself even when the tank feels empty. It's clear Mathilda Paatz is just getting started, and she's carving out a space that is entirely her own. If you're inspired by her drive, hit that subscribe button to keep up with more stories from the women rewriting the rules of motorsport. After all, the checkered flag isn't the finish line, it's just the beginning. Who are you rooting for this season? Let me know in the comments below. When Formula One hits the brakes, the real work begins, especially for the smallest team on the grid. With a surprise 5-week April hiatus on the calendar, you might expect the paddock to be catching up on sleep, but for Haas, it's been a high-speed sprint of a different kind. Haas head of car engineering, Hoji Nid, recently opened up about how the team is using this unique breather. After a frantic, compressed winter build, the team, currently punching well above their weight in 4th place, has been anything but idle. Think about it. They're competing against giants with significantly larger headcounts and deeper pockets, yet they're holding their own. This break isn't a vacation. It's a strategic opportunity to tackle the projects that usually get buried under the relentless pace of a race weekend. So what's on the menu? First, it's all about the catch-up list. From gearbox stiffness testing to building their spare chassis, a task that sounds simple but is a massive logistical lift for a small team, Haas is making sure they aren't caught off guard when the season resumes in Miami. They're also refining the delicate dance of front-wing kinematics. As Nid points out, in an era of movable aero, that front wing is the heart of the car's balance. Get it right, and the driver is confident. Get it wrong, and you're chasing gremlins all weekend. But the real challenge: sprint weekends. With Miami and Canada looming as high-stakes sprint events, Nid and his crew are playing a dangerous game of risk versus reward. Bringing upgrades to a sprint weekend is a massive gamble. Fewer spare parts and zero time to iron out the kinks means it's do or die. Still, for a team like Haas, the performance gains are too juicy to ignore, so they're pushing to front-load as much development as they possibly can. And let's talk about the drivers. While Ollie Bearman has grabbed the headlines with a hot start, Esteban Ocon has had a tougher road. Nid is quick to defend Ocon, highlighting that engineering consistency is the key to unlocking his potential. It's a reminder that in F1, luck is often just a byproduct of a car that behaves exactly how the driver expects it to. As the team prepares to charge back into the fray, one thing is clear: Haas isn't just showing up to participate, they're here to disrupt the order. Will this strategic intermission pay dividends when the lights go out in Miami? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you're loving the behind-the-scenes deep dives, hit that subscribe button, because the race for 2025 is only just getting started. Think you need a golden ticket to the track to feel the adrenaline of F1 in Miami? Think again. When the Grand Prix rolls into town, the entire city shifts into high gear, turning every corner of the 305 into a global playground. Whether you're a die-hard motorsport fanatic or just here for the world-class parties, we've got your survival guide to the ultimate F1 weekend. No grandstand pass required. First, let's head to the sand. The official Grand Prix Fan Fest at Lummis Park is a must-visit, turning Miami Beach into an electric festival ground complete with racing simulators and live DJ sets. If you're hanging out in Wynwood, the 4-day fan experience on NW 2nd Avenue is the place to be. It's legendary for a reason. Pro tip: RSVP early, because the first 250 people through the doors get their first drink on the house. Talk about a perfect start. Looking for that exclusive vibe? The Supper Club on the Sand is where the A-list athletes and industry titans hide out, while hotspots like Sexy Fish and Delilah are turning up the heat with world-class DJs and surprise performances. For those who want to get up close and personal with the cars, the McLaren waterfront takeover in Coconut Grove is a total game changer. You can actually try your hand at VR pit stops and stand inches away from the machines that make history. If you want to rub shoulders with the legends, keep your eyes on the Aventura Mall. We're talking live Q and As with Fernando Alonso and the powerhouse Susie Wolff. And for the night owls, E11 Even is the undisputed epicenter. If you're wondering where the race winner celebrates, this is your answer. With a star-studded lineup featuring Snoop Dogg and Alesso, the party literally doesn't stop until the sun comes up. For a unique twist, try the Miami Run Club experience, where you can jog through the streets alongside F1 pros, or hit up the Jack's Garage pop-up at the Dead Flamingo for a high-octane mix of cocktails and show cars. From the high-energy sunset vibes at Andres to the skyline views at local rooftop watch parties, Miami is proving that you don't need a seat at the circuit to experience the roar of the engines. So, which of these spots are you hitting first? Drop a comment below and let me know who you're rooting for on the track this year. And if you found this guide helpful, hit that subscribe button to keep up with the best of Miami. The race starts soon. Are you ready to keep up?